All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
3 consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Joe, what a day.
What a day. New all-time highs again in the market here, going into the last 29 minutes of the session. Pretty much straight up since that opening bell. Made that low, that intraday low at 56 and a quarter. Had no problem with the pre-market high. Took out 78 and a half, which was the former all-time high where we're trading. And now just bumping up, trying to close above 39.80. Crude not having a good day. That's down $1.21 at 59.34. Gold getting back some of those losses that it had from yesterday. That's up $22.5, 1708.50. Silver, that recovers from being under $24. That's up 32 cents at 24.46. And Bitcoin, don't look now, folks, but we're going to get a close in Bitcoin here over 60,000 perhaps. We're up $665 at 60,370.
So, look, yields are up and the market is up. I guess we don't care about that right now. I guess we care about infrastructure, spending. I don't know. I don't know, Joel.
Yeah, we could take a look at those stocks. I just wanted the leaders here. The leaders are the big boys, right? The stocks that let us out of the abyss in March. Apple having a good day, up 278. Yes, good day for Apple. Microsoft, that's up 544 at 237.29. Amazon doing the same, up $43 here, right at 3,100. Google, you know what Google's doing? That's up $22 at 2077.60. And then Facebook too. Facebook leading the charge. Facebook has been the strongest of all. Is Facebook trying to make another run at $300? That's up $6.75. So I think we got to give Triple D a little bit of credit here because he was saying, hey, maybe this is a day. Maybe the growth names come fighting back. And I think that's what we're seeing here today.
Yeah. It's not just growth. I mean, I'm sort of surprised. I would have thought that the market was a little more forward-looking than this, but I guess I'm proven wrong again. We've known that an infrastructure spending plan is coming down the line. We're pretty much from the moment, election night, right? But, like, we've known this, and you saw this the way the market reacted to a Biden win, right? The market reacted by driving up green energy and solar and cannabis and all the quote unquote Biden stocks. So I'm surprised then that you look around the market today, whether it's infrastructure, whether it's materials. I mean, U.S. Steel is up again, but like the EV, even like the EV stocks that we talked about this morning, right? Like Blink, BLNK is up 10%. Blink Charging and ChargePoint. What's ChargePoint? What's CHPT? Up 20% today. I mean, was this not known? Is my question.
Before we go to those issues, which I definitely want to cover, I just want to also just talk about your tech growth just real quick on the radar. You got Peloton getting off the mat. You got Zoom still closer to the low of the move than that all-time high. But what about DocuSign? Just talking about, DocuSign's having a halfway decent day here. But let's go to those infrastructure plays, Spencer, because when I looked at them a little bit earlier,
I know.
It might be a little sell the news. What do you think?
A little bit, like U.S. Steel, a little bit.
Yep.
And U.S. Steel has had quite a run.
Yep, 4-day run. You just gotta be a little cautious here going into this. Here's the stock 1, 2, 3, 4 sessions ago. Let's go where it closed 5 sessions ago. I mean, U.S. Steel here. I mean, come on. We're not talking about like a derivative or anything like that. But what did you have here? 5 sessions ago, U.S. Steel closed at 1957. That was even before I was born, but not by much. Now it is 26.32. You hit a high of 27.40 earlier in today's session. I mean, if you've been playing this from the infrastructure play, and you've been playing it for the last 3-4 days, and you got higher targets, baby, go ahead and stick with them. But the stock is now, it's still firmly in the green, 25.63, made a high at 27.40. I would just say, don't get too greedy on this, because this is a big old move for U.S. Steel. Let's take a look at Nucor, NUE. I bet you Dennis dumped it today. An old nervous Nelly over there. STLD. There you go. New highs for the move. S&P's just took a little leg lower here. Heading into the close last 20 minutes. I don't know if we're going to get some sell imbalances, but sure looking like we're going to still make that new all-time closing high. Only have to improve on that by closing above 64.75. So, shoo, we got 10 points of cushion on that one. What other infrastructure plays do you want to look at?
Oh, you can go like the metals, the steel route, right? Like FCX, right?
Okay.
Which hasn't, and it's
that one's kind of
one. What's the?
But just take a note here, though.
Cleveland. Wait, CLF. Let's go to CLF because that.
Okay. I just want to say FCX is much closer to, I don't think it's its all-time high, but that's much closer to its high in the move than your buddy over there, U.S. Steel. Cleveland Cliffs, that wild child, how's that doing? Now, there's one that ain't shown no, ain't giving it at all. That one had to gap and go, and it's still going. Let's see right here. See if we can find anything on the monthlies. This is one that hasn't given it back. So of all the issues I've looked at here, oh, come on, charts. Give me a little help here. Boom, boom. $20. Let's see here for Cleveland Cliffs. He had a high. Come on, help me out here. Let's see what this high is right here. This is the highest you've been in Cleveland Cliffs, folks. This might be hard to believe in the greatest bull market of all time. This is the highest Cleveland Cliffs has been. Where we traded at 2021. This is the highest since April of 2014 when you had a 21.
What?
Yes.
Oh.
So 7-year high. Not sure what your target is on that one, folks, but just it's finishing strong. A big gap. Was there any other news on this one besides there just people going a little late to the party on this?
On CLF specifically?
Yeah, because this one's acting a little different.
I saw it yesterday, and then I was like, I don't care, and then I moved on. But you're right. They did update their guidance last night.
Okay, so that had a little bit. Okay, so that's adding a little bit of fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Okay, all right. Still, folks, you've been waiting 7 years to get your money back.
Buy and hold, baby. Buy and hold.
Yeah. If you've been buying all the way down, you've been waiting for that 7-year high. You've been waiting for this to close over $20. You're getting it today. What I'll say is if you don't want to ring the register, perhaps keep. Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
I must be allergic to these stills.
I'm only laughing because I was about to sneeze a few hours ago, and by the grace of God, I held it in. But I understand your pain. That was good.
The mute button is not as easy. I was going for the mute button. I had it there, and I wound up. Allergy season.
You know what's easier to do if you can always like remove yourself real fast, right? Like you don't even have to go mute. You just click. It's a bigger button. So if you ever are in need of removing yourself, just mouse
This segment was brought to you by Allegra.
Joel's allergic to infrastructure, I think.
All right. Things are getting a little interesting here, Mr. Israel. We are now in jeopardy. I wouldn't say that. The all-time closing high, 64.75, just made a little dipsy doodle to 39.70. So, oh, people are getting a little nervous here ahead of the big announcement. Sure took a while for us to go down. We were dipping and diving and ducking and 39.80, 39.80. Sometimes when you get up to these elevated levels, like nothing at 83.75, there's nothing on any of my numbers that indicated, R2 at 85, but sometimes when you get up these levels, just look at the whole handle, like 39.80, for example.
Yep.
And that, you can use that. When you get into stratospheres where you haven't traded before, that's always a fallback to use if, you're new to technical analysis.
This Mara chart is interesting. I mean, it's pretty, it's pretty obvious, right?
Right. Bitcoin up.
They had some news. They had some news after hours yesterday that they're launching a North American-based Bitcoin mining pool, and I saw they're buying someone else this morning. But trading with Bitcoin, double top. I just wanted to note that because it's a super.
All right, let's take a look at Mara here. Spencer getting all technical here on us.
I mean, that doesn't take a genius to figure out, right? I'm no technician, but that doesn't take a genius.
Let's see here, Mara. Yeah, you got a number there. Oh, no, I got the wrong one. I got RA. That's Brookfield. Mara, what do we got here? That's a toasty number there, huh? With Bitcoin breaking out. This has got us actually exceeded it. That former high, 49.41. What you get to today? Right there. Your whole number theory comes in again. You got the 50.21. Big day for Mara here, but backing off, maybe getting a running start to clear 50 tomorrow. I'm sure a lot of that will be dependent on what Bitcoin's doing.
And then if I'm looking at what's up and what's down today, I'm seeing, we talked about growth tech rebounding, but it's, it's one thing to be rebounding the name like Apple, right? It's another thing to be rebounding the name like Up FinTech, right? TIGR, which is up, 20% today. That chart does not. Now the chart looks scary.
Let's see, Tiger.
You're up 20% today in Tiger. Take it is what I say.
What do you mean, Spence? It found a base, put a couple lows in, and has a lot to do on the retracement front. So I wouldn't,
Understatement, yeah.
Look at that. I mean, 37? What was the high here? Holy moly. I mean, if you're really looking for this stock, if you're a firm believer in the stock, maybe it was a little overvalued there at 38, 39. Maybe it's a little undervalued at $13. So why not maybe come back to 25, 26, a little happy median there. Get a little retracement of this move. So I don't know if you sat through all this pain right here and then you get this one nice up day. I don't know. I don't know if I'd be so quick. I'd be more tempted to move my stop up.
On the earnings front, everyone, we got Micron. Don't forget after the close, probably at like 4 o'clock or 4:01. And XL Fleet, it's their first report as a public company after the SPAC mergers tonight. So those are the two stocks on my radar on the earnings front. We talked about Micron this morning. What else did we talk about this morning? We talked about
just real quick. This Micron is doing exactly what we talked about it doing today. I don't know if I have the exact. Let's see, 50%. Let's call it 95. Let's hopefully came down 15-point move. Right back up, this 50% retracement right in this area. So this is important. Everyone that sat this decline out, boom, got back some of their losses. This is the area. Now, how it's going to react after the report is definitely a coin flip here, but nice retracement. Let's see if we can hold in that 86, 87 area after the report.
So am I to assume, to Joel, based on today's action, that every big money manager just wants to be even more overweight growth tech? Because that's, it is the end of the quarter here. We got 15 minutes left on the quarter, and as we talked about for the past 15 minutes here, growth tech is up. Really, all tech is up.
That's like a two-edged sword here, because now Triple D alluded to it this morning. Are they marketing it up? Are they getting it up so it looks better than it actually,
Maybe.
if you put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig, right? So
that's the truth.
Here we are, little profit taking. These guys are locking in their bonuses. We just took 39.70 here, folks. We are now under 39.70. I hasten to say that all-time closing high 64.75. I mean, come on, guys. You could do a little bit better than that, but Crescendo is selling here as the at the close show commences. Yeah. Nothing but sellers. Spencer, what are you doing out there?
We said end of the quarter fireworks. It can happen. Well, we're here, and it's happening a little bit. Pot also on the radar. This should not and cannot be a surprise to anybody out there. New York legalized cannabis for recreational use today. If you're surprised by this, you're not paying attention. I don't think most, if not all, states are going to go in this direction eventually. This has been discussed in New York for months. They've been talking about this thing. Months.
Man, these stocks are just not reacting to it.
Well, you're on the Canadian LPs. If you go to like the MSOS, for example, that's the US. The US ETF for US cannabis stocks. That one is up 8%.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how
I mean, it's doing what it's supposed to on good news. I mean, but man, oh man, it's just like you knew this was coming too, and not a big reaction. People are even selling into it yesterday. So good news for the cannabis sector. I just thought these, with everything's going on, I thought these charts would be looking a little bit better than they are.
And then so the MSOS sort of fits into again, there really is no exchange listed US cannabis stock that actually grows cannabis. There are the ones that I own. I mentioned it before Killer Leaf, Cresco, True Leaf, Green Thumb. There are a few others. But good news for US cannabis today. I would not look at it like every time we get a headline about a US state legalizing cannabis, I wouldn't my first search would not be Canopy Growth or Kronos or Tilray, no. Right? Or Freya, you know what I mean? So
you're all over that sector, Spencer. You know that like the back of your hand.
And on that note, Cannabis Insider will be at 4:00 today, not 4:30. So we're moving it up because we got I think we want to restream the infrastructure announcement. I think it's going to be at 4:20 or 4:30. So we'll be doing that here after this show is wrapped. Guys, any charts? Oh, wait, Joel, we got to talk about tomorrow morning with Dennis. We got to talk about this discovery. Did you see that today?
No.
DISCB, the Class B shares of Discovery, not the Class A shares. We're having another hard to borrow situation transpire.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. This one. Huh. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And so if you're not watching the stream a few hours ago, I went through why I thought this was happening. We've discussed this several times previously when it's happened to other stocks. But if you look at the DISCB and you compare it to the DISCA, same stock, same company, different class of shares. They do the same damn thing though. DISCB has a much smaller float. There's far fewer shares out there in the market, and in this case, it has become impossible to short. That was my theory.
Oh my Lord! I tell you right now, some ARBs are getting absolutely destroyed on this one.
Yep.
Absolutely destroyed. And there's isn't there DSCA for every letter in the alphabet or something?
What?
Yeah, there's DISCA, DISCC. Isn't there, or is there just A and B?
I think there's just A and B.
Oh boy!
So yeah,
it's messy, man. That's sometimes when the arbitrage is not arbitrage, and you get your A double S handed to you. S&P's 39.70 here. trying to hold on to 39.70 going into the close.
I asked for tickers, I think, in chat, and I saw Microvision, MVIS, get a mention. This is a crypto play, and
should be rallying.
Wait, is it, or am I confusing it with something else? No, it's crypto play, right?
Yeah, it is. It's I think so.
No, this is a LiDAR play. That's what this is. This is LiDAR.
LiDAR is that the battery thing?
No, it's like the sensor technology.
Oh, okay, same thing.
Right.
Nice area, nice bounce. We drew this in a little while ago. The 50% of that move from 24 to 10, 12, right? Add 6. That brought you right into the. Actually, it was a little bit more than that. So, was it low 10? Yeah, that should be right at 7, 17. This is where you had in the midline, and you cleared it all in one day. So that's very good news. The bad news is you just got a real pesky area of resistance here. You got 1897, 819 and a quarter. What's your high today? 1895. So wow, 19. Big area if you want this rally to continue. And looks like it's charging there towards the close.
Yeah, I saw a headline of a government contract that Microsoft got today with the U.S. Army, and I guess Microsoft uses is a customer of Microvision.
Okay.
Or so I guess it was that.
Microsoft and Microvision.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's what I saw today. And chat's mentioning that as well. So, okay, what else do we see from chat? Economic World, Pfizer, guys. I mentioned Pfizer right after Joel hopped off this morning. I mentioned the Pfizer BNTX BNTX headline from this morning. This study in adolescents vaccine was super effective.
Yeah,
Pfizer is just stodgy.
Yeah, it put a bunch of. I was looking at this and kind of got just attracted from it, but wow, it's had a nice move though. It just took forever and ever to put that low in, multiple lows at 33.50. I mean, $3 move in March. I mean, who wants to be with that, right? You want to be in the big winners, but now you're kind of getting a little bit of the formation that you had up there at 33.50. You just have some scalpers there. Maybe they're just getting out at 36.50. Two lower highs after making that high of the move. So let's keep an eye on Pfizer. That's a big move. Good support for now, forming at 36. Your last three highs are between 36.43 and 36.74. What that tells me is that you have an institution, a larger player, or players targeting just like get me out at 36.50 average. And that's why you're seeing trades above 36.50 and below 36.50. So there's your bogey. Pfizer still in the green. That's good news, though, in the green by 20 cents. 36.02, your low yesterday. 36.04, your low today. So 36, don't get too worried about it until it takes out.
I'm seeing a $5.4 billion sell imbalance. I guarantee you that will change.
Oh, Spencer with the personal guarantee.
I guarantee it.
You don't get no guarantees out of me, folks. You may get them out of Spencer Isreal, but
end of the quarter, we got 5.5 minutes left. That is sell imbalance is going to change. Wouldn't shock me for a second if it flips to a buy imbalance. But we are. This is not new. This happens at the end of every quarter, especially at the end of the year. A lot of jockeying at the close.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, it's probably not if you're a good money manager, you've been long the whole way up, probably not a bad idea, right? To take some money off the table. But,
maybe. What else did I see? Oh, chat mentioned AbbVie. There was a headline this morning on AbbVie. AbbVie reported that the FDA had accepted their application, their new drug application for a preventative migraine treatment, ABBV. Very
All
interesting.
right.
Look at AbbVie. It's got that gap. I confess, I don't know what that gap is for. Why it's there? I can find out for you. The gap.
Spencer, I guess you're getting faded on the imbalances flipping here, buddy.
Really?
We just made a new low under 39.70 here. Yeah.
The day's gone.
AbbVie climbing back. I mean, do you want to, if you've been holding on this long, folks, do you want to hold out for the gap fill at 110? I don't know what hit it back earlier in March, but boy, oh boy, there it is. There's your resistance.
I'll tell you what that was. That was the FDA not digging their arthritis drug is what that was.
Wow, and getting it back. So let's see if the momentum can continue to the upside. I would just be aware that, all these people that got smoked here and continued to buy, they're getting their money back when it trades 109.90. We hit 109.18 today. So let's see what happens the next couple days on this, the bounce back after the bad news. But keeping a real close eye on 110 in ABBV.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on the if there is a new imbalance number, but we are. I mean, we hit it. 398 in the SPY, we hit it, but not in the cards for today. We actually topped out.
Yeah,
we actually topped out at 398. That was like the high of the day in SPY, 398. So 400. It looks like if the last few minutes are to be believed, could take us a couple days at this rate.
Yeah, maybe a April Fool's Day rally or something like that.
Hey, Easter Monday rally.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know about the thing. Maybe it is.
All right, we got about 2.5 minutes here heading into the close. I mean, S&Ps are still in good shape to make a new all-time closing high. As I said, 64.75 this week. That's what I like to keep an eye on. Trying to close here in the 39.70 handle, trading right there, 39.69.50.
Bill Big D did not realize Home Depot is at an all-time high. I never remember. I'm always surprised when a stock is at an all-time high. I shouldn't be, but after what we just went through last year, I am surprised whenever I see a stock at an all-time high. I'm like, wow, all right, all-time high. Can't believe it.
What's going on with? Oh boy, look at that! What a wrap! Huh. Has that thing had any down days? Oh my lord! I don't even know if I can draw a trend line this steep here. Holy mackerel! Oh no, that's not a trend line. Let me see here. This is definitely trend line worthy. All right, let's turn it up here. And oh man! If you're skiing on this one, I know we drew this on Viacom a little bit ago. Let's see here. Come on. Oh, look at that. I mean, it hits 3 lows. I wish I could be better with this here. Come on. I'll get it before the close. My old man hands here. Come on. Well, just use a little for today.
While Joel's doing that,
why can't I do that? Come on, man! I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna make everyone stay after school.
Okay, I would know that we just bounced off the low of that move right there. So
we did. You are vindicated here. Less than a minute to go. There was but boy, oh boy, keep an eye. Maybe you can draw a trend line better at home than I can. But if anything, the only thing here with Home Depot is, it did hit an all-time high, but I don't like it closing near the low. Here we are, folks. 304.14. Smooth, short-lived there, 39.70. Really battling into the close, but not great that it got to 308.02, and then boom, you're settling within a buck of the low. More selling into the close, Spencer. wild close there to end the quarter, but it's been a good
Show us
quarter overall.
Show us a chart so we can actually
Okay.
see that. Like I want to see a 1 minute chart. Just
You want to go? Ooh, you want to go?
yeah,
to the
just so we can see the last minute.
You young kids, you like the short-term charts. Yeah,
Kids these
that's
days.
what you had. Look at that. Whoa. That's some rough sledding there. You printed 65 and now you're back at 72. So good day though. Good day to end the quarter for the markets.
All right. Into Q2 we go. End of our show today. Joel, we will see you tomorrow.
All right.
All right.